What's going on? LAL movement still moving. This week, you seen a couple of people die. Steve Jobs died. Al Davis died yesterday. I'm not. This blog is about living, so there's plenty of people who weren't as famous and as successful that mean a whole lot to a lot of people's lives that died in that time too. So all I'm saying is this: we all gonna die. Question is, what are you gonna do with the life that you had? Say that because I see a lot of people and who think you have time. I got time. I've done it myself, procrastinated or focused on some other things that might not be as productive or just might be a waste of time. But since I felt I had time to do these other things, that I didn't do them. And I was in church today, and they put out, you reap what you sow, and that's never a negative thing, really. It's just a fact of life. You're gonna get out of things what you put into things. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, okay, if time is of the essence, are we really using it? Because I always said, even when I was young, I was like, look, I'd rather die knowing I tried to do something, whether I succeeded or whether I failed doing it, than to not try it at all. You know, so because you never know, like, and then never know. I mean, it may for some people that's okay, but for me, that's nah. I don't want to do the never know thing. You know, and for my friends who always felt like they got time, you don't. You know, you just don't. Each second's taken away. That's just the facts of it. But just because time is fleeting, don't mean every moment is not enjoyable. I mean, we got ups and downs in life, but the funny thing I come to learn is you don't like the downs, but sometimes it takes those down moments for you to feel. You know what I'm saying? Everything can't be good all the time. You don't really learn, you don't really grow from getting everything your way. And you see it when you see adults who are spoiled because they don't have, they look like big kids with who've been in a candy store for far too long. So, I mean, I'm just putting it out there in the world. Like, when you die, make sure that you're comfortable, that you left a mark. Like the people that are important to me that are not here anymore, they might not have left an impression on you, but they left an impression on me. And hopefully, if my life means anything, I will leave an impression on people. Not just my child. But people in general. Um, but the procrastination thing, man, that's got to. Nah, man. I got friends who procrastinate. I procrastinate. You know, it's okay with taking a break. It's okay with needing a moment. Just don't ever get arrogant to the point where you think you that good that you could totally mess something up or not even attend to something. And yeah, I just get it later. like it's gonna be there the same way you left it, cause it ain't. You know, it's just not how life works. But you know, to each his own. I'm just saying, if you're gonna live, live. You know, for my folk out there who partying ain't living, just keeping it 100 with you. Sex feel good, but it ain't living. You know, kicking it ain't living. Getting high ain't living. Just going to work all the time ain't living. Being greedy ain't living. They have different forms and factions of life. Try to experience as many of them as possible. Because if you don't, what mark can you leave if you just stuck in one little thing? That's the one thing I did learn about Al Davis dying. He was a football coach. He was a scout. You know what I'm saying? He's GM, owner. Like, you don't see that. He's the he was the only one like that. And as much as we talk about pulling yourself up by your bootstraps and working hard in America, we're full of it, man, because we don't even like people like that. You know? So, but a person like that has lived, made mistakes, done some smart things, done some dumb things, ego trips, and humility, you know, and at the same token. But at least he lived, just like Steve Jobs. At least he lived, left his mark. You know, leave a mark. Everybody can be successful or super rich or famous, but that don't mean you can't leave a mark. So, you know, do it if you know if you see fit. Peace.